Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Savannah Storm. And before we even start, my older girl and my wife made this sign and I'm proud of it. And they're right. Let me put it up there one more time so you can read it. And I'm going to take it and hang it up so while I'm talking, you still see it. And as long as you can laugh at me, you're welcome to. Okay, it's not going to stick, so. Anyway, all right, let's get past that. All right, you saw the title of my video. If you saw my little video clip saying I was going to be on tonight, I'm on time. So you're supposed to be early in the military. If you're not early, you're late anyway. But I'm not in it anymore. I think I'll be okay. Now, the title of my video, it may be kind of misleading some of you. I saw another YouTuber a couple days ago that had the same topic. And when I used the word imposer or fake, okay, until I get my facial feminization, all I'm going to see in the mirror because of my dysphoria is a guy. I don't care how many earrings I wear. I don't care how much I'm going to feel like a guy, you know, because I still got arms like a guy and everybody knows me originally as a guy. They're always going to see a guy no matter what I get done, you know, surgical wise to my face, my chest, anywhere else. They're always going to see a guy. You know, I love my father, but, you know, when I told him I was going to change my name, you know, he's like, I gave you that name. I know, and I'm sorry. He's like, well, I'm never going to call you by your new name. And, you know, that's fine. As to me, you really shouldn't make exceptions when it comes to pronouns, but because he is my father and my mom is my mother, you know, maybe eventually it'll grow to accept it once they see the bigger changes that are going to come down the road. You know, on social media, and this is nothing against younger trans females or younger cis females at all. Okay, for 43, like I put some makeup on just before this broadcast, and I feel like the more makeup I put on, the older I look when I look looking into this live stream camera right now. I feel like the makeup makes me look older than 43, and I don't know if this is common in older trans women that come out later in life. You know, we'll say 38 and up or not, but like even if I'm out with another trans female or something, you know, that's further into transition, I'm gonna, you know, if I look over and they got hips and they've got breasts and they've had the facial feminization done, you know, I'm gonna feel like I still don't fit in with the other trans female. I just you know, that's what I mean by a poser and imposter, excuse me. I've been hit in the head a few times. You probably see my daughter running around in the background there, and I got another one over here laughing the whole time I'm trying to film this. So, you know, I can't just lock them up somewhere. I got to do this. You know, it's just I get on these male to female sites on Reddit quite a bit because Facebook just it's got boring and there's not many people on the sites, and most of the people on there, besides maybe a couple mods or administrators, don't give really good advice if you're like in a crisis type mode, you know. And I get on Reddit, and I'm not going to name any of the sites I belong to, but you know, if you go to Reddit, there's tons of them, and you know, I hear people say, especially the non-believers in the science behind transgenderism, that transgenderism is a phase and it's more of a temporary sexual exploit than it is a full life thing, and that's not true. If you watch my videos from day one that I've posted on YouTube, I've always said I've known I was a trans female since the age of 7. Now here I sit at the age of 43, and I see these younger females that have already transitioned. They've got the better skin. They've got the physical fitness, and they got the blockers before the life effects on the skin and the follicles of the body and the sunburns and the cuts and everything could come into play with the looks. You know, because I'm way past puberty, you know, there's only so much that blockers are going to do, and there's only so much that the FFS is going to do when I get that done. You know, I saw one trans female on there. You know, before the surgery, they looked very young, and then they got their facial feminization surgery done, and they actually looked older after they got it. The doctor got their jawline just way too defined, and it was just, you know, I mean, they still look very pretty, and I'm still jealous either way, you know, because they could afford to get what they needed done. One of my big problems is, you know, I do go to the VA, and because of the new changes that are coming down the pipe, I still don't know how long those changes can take for them to offer bigger elective type surgeries. And I'm kind of getting into a rush because I got this paranoia that if I don't get it done soon, it's not a paranoia that I'm going to die. It's a paranoia that something's going to happen in my life that's going to stop me from fully transitioning before I could be happy with the results. I'm only 43 anymore. That's not really considered old. So if I can get in and get it done now, figure out how to finance it or how to afford it or whatever, you know, I can get it done now and start living. And then if I do die 10 years down the road, you know, I don't really want to die as a guy. If I die, I'd like to be a girl, you know. You know, the other thing is, and on Reddit, even on the male to female sites, other trans females say, you know, they're like, well, I accept I will always be genetically male by chromosome, and I've come to accept that. And then they start talking about people like the Kardashians, and then they start knocking plastic surgery on other trans females. And I'm like, okay, no, if the Kardashians and somebody like that famous can go out and get their beautification surgeries done, I won't call it facial feminization, but beautification done to, you know, get their lips pooped up, their cheeks pooped up, and that's all cool. But then all of a sudden, the non-believers or even other trans females turn around and they're like, "You're still fake." I'm like, okay, you idolize them, and they go out and spend $150,000 to try to defy aging. But if I go get it done, I'm fake. You know, that's a double standard. You want to talk about imposter? You want to talk about somebody that's faking feminism? You know, I don't know. This keeps me up a lot at night. Actually, I worry about what I'm going to look like when I'm done. You know, because I've been through so much in my life. My body is just like, you know, what are you doing to it now? You know, have you not done enough to it? But I mean, the comments are enabled. I'd really like to hear your side of this. I'd really like to know I'm not alone with this. I guess is the key. You know, being married 16 years to a bi female, a cis female. I guess if she's bi, she's not really considered cis, but being married 16 years and her being bi, to me, she's got a great body. You know, in a way, I'm kind of jealous of her because she's got the nice big hips and the big booty that other women want. You know, the 38 to 41-inch butt range and the big natural boobs and the pretty hair. And a lot of times I meet women that have everything that I want as a trans female, and their attitudes just suck. And I'm like, okay, you got all this. You got a nice house you live in. You drive a nice car. You got somebody that cares about you at home. And it's not enough for you. You know, when you got, you got over probably 250,000 trans male and females just in the United States alone, not outside our borders, that are out there trying to scrape up every penny they got to get these surgeries done to look the way they feel they were naturally born to look. It doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, everybody always wants what other people got. It seems like everybody now growing up can sing. They all have perfect teeth. They've all got nice bodies and make good money. And I've just never been that fortunate. I can't sing. I don't have any talent. The talents I do have, they're kind of silly. I don't think I'd ever put them on YouTube. I'd probably get kicked off. But anyway, I think you get my definition of somebody who's. I feel like I'm faking it sometimes too hard. Like I'm trying too hard to be what I want to be, which is a girl. You know, I look for support from my wife and my older girls all the time. And yeah, my girls are old enough to know the difference in right and wrong and a lie and the truth. And I think they're honest with me, but my mind just won't wrap around that. My mind says no. You know, they'll tell me, oh, you look great. And I'll go look in the mirror and I'm like, okay, all I see is a dude that's got a neck that hangs down too far, an Adam's apple, and lips that look like bird lips. And, you know, I've been on blockers 2 years. I just had my wife cut my hair a while back, and I think I'm going crazy. I think it quit growing. At one point, it was down to here. I had her trim it. After shaving my head, I wore my head shaved for like 16 years. And after shaving my head so much, when I want to give up on my transition, and that's pretty often, that's about every 6 days at least, I want to go get the hair clippers and just shave all of this off, you know. And there's my youngest baby in the background, Bailey. Hi, Bailey.
Hi.
Come here. This is Bailey. This is my youngest.
Hi.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Okay, go with her, mommy. Now, see, that's the reason I keep going. That young girl right there is the reason why, no matter how many hard hits I take in reality out in public, from my family, from friends, from Facebook, Reddit, whatever platform it may be, whatever situation it may be, no matter what hits I take, I keep pushing. And that's why I'm on this platform right now. I'm here to tell other people that are having the same thoughts as me, that are going through the same thing as I am, maybe just in a different manner, that don't give up, don't quit. There are other people out there that support you. There are other people out there that want you to be you. They want you to live the life that you feel like you're supposed to live. And for the people that don't like that, that's their problem. Now, if you're a young trans youth or something, and you're living at home, do what your parents tell you. You know, unfortunately, until you're like, I think it's 18 in most places, there's not much you can do. You know. Now, if they know you're in that much pain and they're willing to help you get what you need at a younger age, then I applaud them. You know, but that's more of a case by case thing with each family of what they'll do for who and how far they'll go. Now, fortunately for me, I am older, so I think when I came out to my mom and dad and my older sister, I think I think it did help quite a bit that, we were all grown adults and we'd all been through our own stuff. So I think they kind of got it. And obviously they, when I came out, they told me they're like, oh, we saw the clues. We saw it. We know. Um, they're like, we just thought you were gay. And I'm like, no, I'm not gay. That's absolutely not what it was. I've told you in other videos, I'm not attracted to guys at all. Being a guy for 30 plus years, when I see a guy in the mirror, I'm not even attracted to myself because I know how I acted. And to me, that's leading up to the point of this video. For 35 plus years, I was an imposter. I was fake. I was being somebody I knew from age 7 that I wasn't. And every day of my life, it tore me to pieces. But like a lot of my titles to my videos say, it is never too late. And here we are. So leave your comments below. Please try to keep it clean. I'm not into all the back and forth griping at each other. I don't care really how anybody transitions. I just want you to have a happy transition. I hope it goes well. I hope the rest of mine goes well too. And that's all I want. Now, for the people that are outside the LGBTQ plus community that don't quite understand what we're going through, I hope videos like this will help you understand what we feel inside and how we feel. And again, it has nothing to do with sexuality. It's all about the inner feelings and what you want to fix on the outside to make the inner feeling and the outer shell fit together like a puzzle to make you feel whole. That's basically what it comes down to. Okay, I'm going on 17 minutes, so I'm gonna try to keep it under about 18 minutes. So to my new subscribers that I recently got, I picked up I think 3 today, so pretty cool. I really don't. There's so many people that are out there doing this. I don't expect to get a lot of subscribers. So for the dozen I've picked up, I appreciate you a lot. Thank you. For the views I get, thank you. I do hope to get more subscribers. So if you do like my content, please subscribe. I did post a link for my Shopify. The clothing in the store right now is very limited. There's no logos or anything like that. It's just plain clothing. Some it's brand names like Champion, Nike. I think American Eagle.
Something like that.
American Eagle. Yeah, a bunch of brand names. Here in the next week or so, I'm hoping to get some more logoed products. Some shirts and hats, maybe with my name on them. We will be expanding. So if you go to the site, you're like, oh my God, there's nothing here. That's why we just revamped the name and we just totally revamped all the inventory. The old name is actually under Trans Mafia. The new name is actually under Savannah Storm and Jacqueline Clothing Apparels. The link is on my channel, and you can also find us if you search us on Google. So you get a chance, maybe check that out. You don't have to, just throwing that out there. Okay, well, thank everybody. Thank you to everybody for watching, and I hope you have a safe work week, and I hope to get some constructive comments below. Thank you. I'm Savannah Storm.